My name is Josh Mousak. I was born on November 17th, 1987. You wouldn't know this now, but I was born at about 4 pounds, 5 ounces. Not so much. When I was a little baby, I got something called RSV, which affects the lungs, which therefore gave me asthma. Gotta love that, right? In preschool, I went to a co-op preschool off of about 56th Street in Arlington, where it used to be, it still is, but it used to be kind of a rougher place. And my parents didn't like sending me there, but I said, I was 5, and I said, Mom, Dad, it's okay. I'll meet friends, which I did. And eventually I started learning how to spell when I was 4. I learned the word snake. How did I learn the word snake? Well, one day, my preschool teacher, said, hey, Mrs. Mousak, we have an S-N-A-K-E today in class. And I go, oh, I know what that word means. That's a snake. And I started running around screaming to all the girls. I said, we're going to get a snake. And all the girls were like, oh my God. And, everyone else was just freaking out. But as I continued to age, I went to St. Matthew's Middle School up until I was about 14 years old. Then I was homeschooled because, first of all, when I was in middle school, I wasn't treated very nicely. The teachers wouldn't call on me. And finally, my way of saying screw you was, I'm not going to do your work. So, in essence, that's what I said. They took me out and put me in high school. My GPA went from a 1.7 to a 4.0 within 3 weeks. When I was 16 years old, I started to get into drugs and alcohol. I stayed in drugs and alcohol for about 3-4 months, continuously. You could say that I was addicted, you could say that I wasn't addicted. I said I was addicted, and I finally got clean. And I've been clean for about 4 years now. I did a lot of volunteer work. I've worked at the Children's Museum for 5 years, the Indianapolis Zoo for 3 years, and the Indiana State Museum for about 2.5. About 2 years ago, I was given an award for 1,500 service hours in 1 year, which is kind of hard to get, but I managed to get it. When I started going to school, I had originally intended to go to Harvard, Yale, all the cool schools that you want to get into, but thanks to my SATs, I got a 1090 out of 2,400. Yeah, not very good, but nonetheless, I took something, I think they were called the MSATs for medical school, just to screw around, paid the $45 fee, took those, and I did really well. So suddenly I get these letters saying, hey Josh, you want to go to medical school when you're out of college? Harvard, Yale, everyone else. It's pretty cool. And then, but I finally settled on IUPUIs because 1, the economical value is amazing, and 2, I'm going to get the same degree here as if I would if I went to IU. And, why leave home when I can stay here? And finally, throughout my whole life, I've relied on humor to get me through everything, which is kind of true. Because now I've started with, this is really funny, now I've started to do comedic singing. So I've started a little band and everything like that. And that got me through, for the last 4 months, that got me through a lot of tough stuff. Breakup, temptation with drugs and alcohol again. Ooh, that was real rough. Because something that was really tough. But, my thought is that if you can stop it and not go back, then, it's like you just didn't do it at all.